Hey YouTube, Snowflarky's Emos here with another episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Close Call. This is a series in which I upload replays of duels I've had in which I have to kind of change up my usual strategy on the fly. Basically, things don't come up as, play out as expected. And with that, let's get into the game. I'm playing my Barrier Statue deck, and I'm up against a Machina deck. So let's go. I'm going first, which is usually what I want, but seeing 3 of my 8 monsters in my opening hand is not what I want. But Solemn Judgment and Dimension Guardian is usually nice because that means it'll stick, and that'll be a big problem for most opponents. Like I said, this is my Barrier Statue deck, so most games are just won by simply playing Barrier Statue and having the protection for it, so an opponent can't special summon. Then I see the first problem right on the first turn, Supply Squad. Decks that play Supply Squad are kind of interesting because usually the strength of a Barrier Statue deck is that, there's a very limited number of outs to Barrier Statue, and if I can have the negates ready for my opponent can find them, then I can secure the game. But Supply Squad is a little different because I can't really OTK. I'm only going to be attacking with a small amount of monsters. If I'm attacking over monsters and drawing them cards, they're going to be more likely to find those cards and more likely to find things to continually wall me, which can be a bit of a problem. I've had some historical matches where this is not good. So they summon their Machina gear frame here. Now they're going to get some damage in, but I'm going to be able to flip Dimension Guardian and protect Fossil Dyna from being destroyed. This will prevent all the other big Machinas from hitting the field. And, while I need to stall to get some time, I'm just going to shift him into defense because Dimension Guardian still protects. Now they're going through the deck here, Machina redeployment to get some things. And this is kind of where I adapt my strategy here. If we're at the, if we're, looking at the deck count here, they got 30 cards left and I got 34 in my deck. So I kind of realized that if I play this smart, especially abuse this supply squad, that I may be able to make them deck out. So I'm going to try to get my second monster on board. They're going to try to play Dark Ruler No More to negate all my effects. I'm going to play Dark Bribe to, negate that and to get rid of it. Now they're going to attack my card with, Gear Frame. Now they're going to have another Gear Frame in the hand, of course, ready to go. And we'll just leave it at that. Storming Mirror Force is kind of nice, and I can stall some more. So I'm going to set another monster, just get this nice wall of defense going. They're going to set a card and play Storming Mirror Force. Very interesting that they set a card because, that makes it, so I can't attack them directly. Definitely something they're thinking about. Draw the duality. They're going to Ash Blossom. Doesn't matter. I'm going to flip Fossil Dyna and attack just to see what it is. I only want to commit Dyna into attack because if it's a card I can destroy, I do want to make them draw a card. But I don't want to take life point damage and lose these monsters. I want to make it tempting to attack Fossil Dyna. Supply Squad is going to draw them a card. They're down to 24 cards. So, it's going to be a bit of a grind if the deck out strategy is to work. But I think it can work because so many of the Machina cards are going to be stuck. And as long as I have another Solemn Judgment ready, so as long as they can't remove this Fossil Dyna, we should be good. They're drawing more cards. They're having to discard these cards they can't use, like, Citadel and the Train card. So, I'm going to set Heavy Storm Duster. Just have that ready. They have another Dark Ruler No More, trying to special summon off. I'm going to say no. Don't want that going on, and they're going to pass the turn. I'm going to keep Heavy Storm Duster here because I, want to be ready to remove certain other cards. Now this is the scary vulnerable part here because I don't have a negate ready if they get their third Dark Ruler No More. They are going to set a card and at the end phase I will Heavy Storm Duster. Now Storming Mirror Force is a nice addition to have because I can bounce things back to the hand. They get Machina Defense Perimeter and this is going to be real interesting because they, at this point they would be able to wall me forever because if I destroyed their Machina gear frame, then they would just be able to get it back to their hand and continually set it. So, and I've already burned through like 2 of my other monsters, so I only have 3. No, I have 5 more left, so, some but not quite. And this is where Supply Squad is really going to kill them because if they didn't have Supply Squad but had Defense Perimeter, they could wall me eternally and I would deck out. But because of Supply Squad, I'm still going to be able to, remove their monsters every time and destroy them. So I'm going to grab into Extravagance, hope I can get one more turn without seeing that third Dark Ruler No More. I do. They set a card instead. That's awesome. I'm going to get my Pot of Extravagance here, draw some more cards because I'm still well ahead on the count. After that, I only have 23 and my opponent is 18. I get another Blazing Mirror Force. I get into the Solemn Judgment, which is very important. I need that. At the end of the turn, they're discarding their extra Supply Squad. I'm going to use Card of Demise, get 1 card. Now, Mage Power. Mage Power means I can take the offensive and start attacking and proc that supply squad myself, and just start getting in life point damage to maybe destroy them traditionally. While it may be safer to just sit and wait it out, you know, I don't really have the patience for that, so I'm going to see if I can do it. So I'm going to attack over Gear Frame, of course. They are going to draw a card. They're going to add Gear Frame back to their hand with Defense Perimeter, and Supply Squad's going to draw them a card. This is what I need. They have another monster face down that I can destroy and get that done. They're going to set another monster, probably something you might want to stop doing, but of course if you don't set monsters, then I'm just going to hit your life points directly. Good thing about a deck like this is they don't really have trap cards, so you know, they're not going to stop me in any way from doing this. And here we go. They're going to set another card. Discard card for hand size. Go by VDD Crow and Defense Perimeter. I'm just going to keep attacking. Gear Frame is down. They're going to draw a card. They're going to add Fortress to their time this time instead of Gear Frame. Makes sense. But they kind of realize the futility because they're going to run out of things. They play their Harpy's Feather Duster, which they get off the top. I have a Solemn Judgment for that, and I have a Dark Bribe ready. So if they had the double whammy, they could get me. But because they didn't, they just scoop, take it like it is. So, yep, that's how it is. Sometimes you're not going to be able to poke through them. They're going to be able to mount a defense with this deck that you can't break through. And as a result, we're just going to beat them down until they deck out. So, yep, seeing the inevitable, they scooped early. So we didn't see the deck out, but certainly headed for that direction. So anyway, that's the duel. Thanks for checking out the video. I'll catch you all in the next one.